Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA Bit on a little Monday morning. I'll be honest, I got up early. This morning. I have coffee coursing through my veins, so I suspect I'll have to pee in about 28 minutes. But it's good to be back. We got a good weekend of basketball action to get into. We got a busy day today, too. Obviously, you made it here for the NBA Bit. Live Before Lock will be back at 5 p.m. If you missed it, Bagel with Locks dropped this morning, and it was a wordy one. It's only 8 games tonight, but it feels like there's a lot of alpha, a lot of info. And good news, cooking some coconut curry chicken tonight. So it's just all things coming up on Monday. Magic Carp saying, man, wish the cover was Booker. Listen, there's a real good case for it being Devin Booker, and we'll talk about why. But I made the graphic at 7, or the thumbnail at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That was before Devin Book cooked. Also, the call on that game winner, we'll talk about the game itself in a little bit. The call on the game winner was elite. Is that Eddie Johnson? I don't know, but it was just, he hits the 3 over Caruso, and it goes, boom, goes Book. Beautiful stuff. Or was it Boom for Book? No, Boom Goes Book, I think. It was a great call. Fun game. OKC. Got to trade everybody. Panic mode for OKC. For this week, we got the NBA Bit Monday through Friday. What else do we have? We have Live Before Lock Monday and Friday. Bagel with Locks every single day. And then I don't know what else we have. We got maybe some 89 Cavs. We need to get the Cavs back in action. We have too much. Everybody's too busy right now. Who do we got in the chat before we get going? We get the comm man here. We got Magic Carp. Yeah, Stubbs is up in here this morning. Patriots against the Bolts, baby. Let's go. Patty Coyne in the chat. Happy National Screenwriters Day. Oh, that's a little throwback for my young self. Are the Bucks back? Yeah, the Bucks are back. We got Bodivine in here. DJP. Browns MVP case. SGA, Joker, Luka, Giannis, Wemby, Cade disappear from the face of the earth. Listen, Stan, I know you're having a tough day right now because Nikola Jovic balled out, and I know you hate Jovic. So, we're going to start with JB. The good news is, Browns, let's do this one more time. Browns MVP case, SGA. Yeah, SGA, of course, man. We're saying MVP case. I'm not saying MVP lock. Jokic, who already is on the precipice of not being able to qualify for the MVP because of the injury. You have Giannis. Imagine including Giannis in the MVP case, bro. Stan, do you know ball? You're going to include Giannis? They almost blew a game to the Bucks last night. Let me just check in on the standings real quick here for your Giannis Antetokounmpo. 16-20, 36 games into the season. Yeah, give him the MVP. Good take. Wemby, 6th man of the year, Victor Wembanyama. Is that who you're talking about? And then Cade Cunningham. Listen, yeah, Cade Cunningham, really good case for Cade. Listen, let's go. Let's talk about this game. On Saturday night. I stayed up late for it because I had a little bit of a sweat going, and it was the Boston Celtics, and it was a Saturday night. I was enjoying myself. I was watching it from bed on my phone so my wife could sleep. But yeah, Saturday night, Boston goes into the Clippers. The Clippers are red hot. Kawhi has been going nuts. And then I I'm here for all of the chaos of Joe Mazzulla and Jaylen Brown. Apparently, Player of the Month matters. I didn't know people cared about Player of the Month. Did you guys know that? I thought that was just like, like Citizen of the Month. Remember when you were in like elementary school? You got Citizen of the Month. Can we do that? And we were like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we got it. That's what we're doing for Player of the Month. We're like really excited. Jaylen over Brown. Oh man, dude, Stan, hit another little bong rip. Stan, relax. Anyways, he doesn't get Player of the Month, and then there's a lot of chatter, like JB like publicly saying he should have got it. Then you got Joe Mazzulla talking about it in press conferences. They go to Sacramento on Thursday night. They get a W, right? Apparently on the plane ride from Sacramento to the Clippers, to Los Angeles, a little quick puddle jumper. He texts Joe from the back of the plane. Oh, I'm assuming coaches in the front, players in the back. Maybe it's the other way around. He texts him. He goes, hey, give me, wait, are you talking about, what are you talking about, Stan? Are you really putting Giannis in the MVP conversation? God, Stan, sometimes you know ball, but you carry yourself like somebody way smarter than you are with your ball takes. You still betting the Golden State Warriors over, Stan? Anyways, he texts him and he goes, hey, I want to guard Kawhi. Give me Kawhi. We're talking about Kawhi Leonard, who I think dropped 40 on Amen Thompson and 55 on Asar Thompson. He's just anybody with the last name Thompson he's going after. And JB goes out there and he goes 18 for 26 from the field. 50 points, 8 for 10 from the line, 6 for 10 from 3. Also threw in 3 boards and 5 dimes, only turned the ball over twice. He hit one of the craziest threes in this game where he was over on like the left side of the court, kind of like on the break, on the angle, and then all like starts to lose the handle a little bit, right? We get a little left-handed Jaylen Brown there for a second, and then it somehow turns into a sidestep fading away corner three-pointer that he knocks down. And when he hit that triple, you knew it was over. I forgot more basketball than a fraction of your knowledge, bro. Okay, Stan, you know how I told you to take a bong hit there? I think that's too much, man. That's too much. Let me look up a number for you to call, because that's too much. It's too much weed. Anyways, Jaylen Brown was awesome. He was awesome in this game. And not only that, Kawhi Leonard, 6 for 17 from the field. 2 for 8 from 3. Got 8 of his 22 points from the line. And the Celtics just blew the doors off. The second quarter, the Clippers made it a little bit spicy there. Derrick Jones Jr. is just the most unlucky basketball player when it's against the Boston Celtics. Back in November, on a Sunday afternoon, DJJ got hurt in Boston, then missed a month, comes back for a couple of games, plays Boston again, but this time in his home court, only gets through. Well, how many minutes did he get? 25 minutes. Okay, so that happened later in the game. I thought it was earlier in the game. 25 minutes. He gets hurt. He's going to miss like another 6 weeks or something like that. So he's going to be out for a while, which really sucks for the Clippers' chances of just coming back here and making a show of things. But the Celtics do. And like the other crazy thing, Jordan Walsh gets yanked from the starting lineup. For those who haven't been grinding Celtics minutes, right? Walsh had been starting for a little bit. Then he got sick and he missed a couple of games. He came back and Mazzulla just didn't love how he was playing. He would still start the game. He'd play one rotation and then we wouldn't see him again. I think his last 2 games, it was like 7 minutes and then 5 minutes. Comes off the bench in this game and then plays 30 minutes and drops a double-double on him, 13 and 13. Derek White, too. Also, for those of you in the fantasy streets, I think all of the projection systems are remembering what Derek White did the first 5 to 6 weeks of the season and not what he's been doing recently. White has been on fire lately. He had 29 and 7. The Stock King had 3 of them as well. The Celtics now 34 games into the season are 22 and 12. They find themselves just a half game back from the New York Knicks. Knicks are playing the Pistons tonight in a pretty fun game. The Celtics schedule too is kind of nuts. Alvin Sengun over Jaylen Brown, dude. Stan. Oh, Stan. I just like, yeah, just keep Googling box scores. That's just such a crazy take. Jaylen Brown right now. Let's go over to his I don't have the stat in front of me, but I was listening to the Hoop Collective pod this morning, and they were talking about Jaylen Brown's like 2-point field goal percentage right now, where he's like second in the league behind Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then from 16 feet and out, he's only behind like SGA and Jokic, I think. Like, it's not even but the standings, but the fucking stats stand. He's averaging 30.6 boards and 5 dimes a game on 51, 37, and 77 on a team that should not be 10 games over or 12 games over 500. Even if you look at the leaders, you want to go look at the scoring leaders, he's ahead of your king, Donovan Mitchell here, right? If you go look at it right now, Luka, who honestly has been slowly falling down in this category. Luka's averaging 33.7. Then after that, why does it always scroll to the bottom? It's Luka at 33.7. It's Shea at 31.9. It's Maxey at 31.1. And then it's Jaylen Brown over 30 points a game. So, like, I'm not saying he's going to win the MVP, you dork. I'm not saying he's going to win the MVP. And you said using that reasoning is Scotty Barnes' MVP candidate too. No, what the problem you're struggling with here, Stan, is you've got too many joints ripped up in your ears. All I'm saying is that he is in this conversation right now based on both how the team is performing, but also based on the stats. Based on the stats. He is right now. You can't, and statistically it backs it up, on both sides of the court, the best two-way player in the league right now. The best one. You could still make the case that Giannis is a better two-way player. You can do it. Can we sort by defensive rating? Can we sort by that in Basketball Reference? The dude is incredible. All right, we got defensive rebounds. Can we do defensive rating over here? I feel like we should. Be able to. Let's see. And again, I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm not saying he's going to win the freaking the MVP. He shouldn't win MVP. Jokic is clearly the best player in the world. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander clearly right up there with Nikola Jokic. Giannis Antetokounmpo obviously is way up there. And then, but you get to not put him in the conversation at this point is out of control. He's top 5. He's first team All NBA. He has to be. I can't find defensive rating. I can find defensive win shares. Who's defensive win shares? This clearly is a flaw. Denny is defensive win shares. He's leading the way. No, that's minutes played. What the hell is this? That's, oh my God. I can't even use this website. Somebody buy. Okay, defensive. VORP? You want to sort by VORP? Nikola Jokic, SGA. VORP. I thought VORP was more of a baseball stat. Embiid is balling, MVP part of the part-time, yeah. Jaylen has to do it. Yeah, you're right. The finals MVP needs to prove himself a little bit longer. Yeah. You guys, yeah. I just wish Jaylen Brown could show us. I wish he could show us, dude. They are playing Luka Garza 20 minutes a game. Luka Garza's playing 20 minutes a game. Jordan Walsh played 30 minutes. Boys and girls, Jaylen Brown. Okay, DJ Local. I got you. He's top 5. Top 5 MVP candidate right now. Top 5, baby. You got to do it. I didn't mean to spend that much time on it, but Stan got me going, dude. Yeah, he is Luka Garza is the sweatiest man alive right now. Sweatiest man alive. Maybe JB, yeah. JB should make some AI music. Actually, he shouldn't. Don't do it. Historically speaking, the MVP eligible players need to be in the conversation for a few tiers to have a chance, for a few years to have a chance. Yeah, historically speaking. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Again, I'm not saying he's gonna win the MVP. He's not going to. He's not going to win the MVP, but he is going to be first team All NBA, and he's going to finish top five, especially after tonight. So they take on the Bulls tonight. That should be a fun one. Anyways, all right, let's bounce around. Let's go back to Friday night. Let's go back to Friday night. Let's kind of sift through some of the action from this weekend. The Spurs got a W on Friday. Wemby missed both of these games. They were kind of hinting that he was going to play on Saturday. He even said he was fine, and then did not play. So that was kind of lame for my bags. But Harrison Barnes got 1 minute, only 5 points. Fox though looked good, 24, 7 and 4. Castle 19, 8 and 8. They split the weekend. The Pacers are just not fun. Nembhard's been doing this thing, and I've been paying attention to this recently. But Nemby went out there and he dropped I want to say he had scored 13 points in the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and then finished with 19. I feel like he's done that a handful of times this year. But he had 19, 6 and 6. Spicy P, 23 and 9. The Pacers just 6 wins. The Pacers are going to be in a fun spot. They're going to be in a fun spot when our friends come back. When our friends Tyrese Halliburton come back, and then then they'll turn around and go grab a top 5 pick or whatever. Good thing Mike is not a Steelers fan. Why? Oh, what reference am I missing there? I was a Steelers fan last night. I had a little Calvin Austin action, so that tutty there at the end was a lot of fun. Although the missed field goal cost me some cash. But anyways, yeah, Spurs win 123-113. They split the weekend. They lost their second game. We'll get to that in a second. Denver, I thought, man, I'm not going to talk about Brooklyn and Washington. I'm just not going to do it. So Denver, they had 2 games this weekend. They pick up 2 L's. Cleveland almost lost this game. They outscored Denver 25-11 in the fourth quarter, but Cleveland, dude, they're 4 games over 500, but good Lord. This starting 5 of Deron Holmes, Spencer Jones, Jaylen Pickett, Peyton Watson, and Jamal Murray giving them fits. Jamal had 34, 7 and 6, just lighting up the backcourt of Spida and Garland. Peyton Watson gave him 21 and 4. The Deron Holmes thing, he is definitely not there yet. Jaylen Pickett starting whatever. Zeke Naji continues to be ass. He had 13 and 5. But it was Donovan Mitchell got hot late. 33 points for Spida. That gave him the W. And then Allen missed their second game of the weekend, I believe, as they win this one 20-16. So Denver loses this game. The good news is yesterday they got both Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon back. They were limited to both 20-ish minutes. I think CB played 24, AG played 21. However, it was revenge night. It was revenge night for our boy MPJ.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
Yeah, this is how I know Stan is a man of NBA 2K. That's like a 2K take, right? Yeah, because you're just more fascinated about a guy who scores 30 points in a loss in a playoff game. That's the Spida. I know and love. All right, anyways, Cavs get the W, though, 113-108. Shout out Stubbs. A-Town down. Atlanta had a nice little weekend here. 17 and 19 now. No Trae Young in this one. Dyson Daniels had 11, 8, and 6 in it. Jalen Johnson had 18, 10, and 11. It's so funny now, JJ, his triple doubles, and I'm like, man, he kind of let us down from a fantasy perspective. That's how good he's been. Onyeka with a 23 and 9 and 5 stocks. We'll talk about him when we look at tonight's action. Nickeil Alexander at 23. For the Bing Bong Boys, they were without Karl Anthony Towns, and that became a problem for them. No Mitch Robb in this one either. Hook Party played 28 minutes. Deuce McBride, they got back in the starting lineup, but it was just Brunson, 24 and 5. Bridges, 18, 5 and 5. And then OG Anunoby, 19 and 10. I tell you, man, OG Anunoby has been really, really good for New York. Obviously, Brunson's their best guy, and Cat is a little bit better. But, yeah, I don't know. He's been awesome. Yeah, Jaylen Johnson. Jaylen Johnson is sick, man. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that Jaylen Johnson is nasty, but yeah, go ahead, dude. You put him in the MVP conversation, dude. Stan, there's no like through line with your takes except for stupid. But that's it, though. That's it. Anyways, Bing Bong 23-11 after that game. A-Town gets the W. More Trae Young rumors. Let's actually just go to Saturday because there was a clip going around. I don't know like the legitimacy behind it, but there was a clip going around after the Atlanta-Toronto game. Which the Raptors won 134-117, of Trae Young talking to Scotty Barnes after the game, and was just like, hey man, maybe I just come hoop with you guys. Do you think Toronto wants that? I mean, they could use like a real point guard. They could use a real point guard. Emmanuel Quickley, I think, is more suited as a six-man. I think if you're a really good team, I think you want IQ coming off the bench. I don't know how much Trae helps this team, though. Playoff success rests on OG, particularly defensively. I totally agree. Yeah, and health. But I don't think the Raptors need to do that. 121-115, they get a W. I don't even know what that trade would look like. IQ probably has to be in it. IQ and some more salary to get there, but then you have to. Trae Young's got a player option for the next year, so you know he's going to be picking that up. I don't know if you want that. But in this game, Jaylen Johnson again, 30 points, 7 boards, and 9 dimes in this one. Dyson Daniels was awesome in Trae's stead. He had 20 and 12. Also had 4 stocks. You had Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Sorry, Winky Christ on Twitter, but in the ETR, but he shared some stats about not being able to ball out when he goes to Canada. This is a different baby. 6 for 11 from 3. He had 31, 4 and 3. Lots of turnovers, though. But anyways, good win. They actually play each other again tonight. Also, no Trae Young again tonight in this game, so that's kind of fun. Let's go back to Friday, see what else I missed over there on the Friday stuff. Let's go back over there. Magic and the Bulls. I don't really want to talk about this game. I mean, the Bulls win 121-114. They pulled back to 500 there momentarily. For Orlando, they just are running cold. Jalen Suggs got hurt again. He's going to miss some time. They also won't let him wear his headband around his neck. Why is the NBA focused on dumb shit? You should be able to wear, the headband. Remember the headbands? I think back during COVID times, Jimmy and Drew Holiday used to wear. You should be able to wear those headbands, and you should be able to wear a sweatband around your neck. If you can wear a sleeve that covers like your nipples down to your feet, why can't you wear a sweatband around your neck? What are we doing here? NBA? Why don't you focus on what Stephen Ballmer's doing and not where they wear their sweatbands? Anyway, Chicago gets a win. Orlando might be in trouble, man. Everybody just keeps waiting for Orlando to wake up. I don't know if they're waking up. Bucks. Big win by the Bucks. 122-121. There was I think it was Miles Bridges had a tough and one to put them up 1 with like 5 seconds left. And then apparently Giannis was like, hey, I got this. Let me drop this play. And it was a nice little give and go action where Giannis gets the KPJ to Giannis, back to KPJ, who rolls off the screen. KPJ lobs it up, throws it down. Bucks get the win. I think it was somebody. Was it Miller who missed like an attack at the rim with time expiring? Bucks get the win there, 122-121. Giannis now getting up to the 30-minute mark. That's good to see. He had 30, 10, and 5 in this one. KPJ had 10 and 10. And then Ryan Rollins was cooking, 29 and 8 in this one. And then Bobby Lobby gave him 20 off the bench. Miles Turner can suck it. For Charlotte tonight, I believe Khan Knipple and Moussa Diabate is questionable. That's why you're seeing PJ Hall start and play 19 minutes. But Connie had 26 and 4. Miller had 19, 7 and 4. Bridges, that piece of shit, had 25 and 6. Bridges playing a little bit bigger with no Cocky Brenna and no Moussa Diabate. So that's something to pay attention to tonight. And then LaMelo 12 and 7. So anyways, good win for them. Last 2-minute report said Giannis should have been called for a 3-second call on the Kuzma 3. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, well, the last 2-minute report, the most useless thing the NBA does. Anyways, good win for Milwaukee. That was exciting for them. Start to get back to their winning ways. Pellies and Trailblazers. I'm going to pull this up just because this was a fun fantasy game. Denny and Zion were trading barbs. This was a great one. Denny, 10 for 19 from the field, man. He had 34 and 11 and 7. Q Stan getting into the chat. Denny greater than signed Jaylen Brown. Oh, man, put some pants on. Denny, 34, 11, and 7. He continues to cook. Kling Kong had a double-double, 11 and 15, and then Shaden Sharp, 23 and 5. Pelicans continue to play fun basketball games while losing. And if they were tanking, if they had their first-round pick, this would be awesome, right? We get to watch exciting stuff, but know that it's good news for your draft lottery. However, it's just good news for Atlanta. And then you got Caleb Love. Caleb Love quietly cooking for this team off the bench in the absence of all of the players that the Blazers are down. But the Blazers win that one 15 and 20. Zion was awesome, too. He played 31 minutes. Good to see him getting over the 30-minute threshold. Now it's just like, can the dude stay healthy? But there was no Trey in this game. There was no Herb Jones. There was no Derek Queen. So it was a lot of Zion. He had 35 points and 8 rebounds, also had 4 stocks. That was great. No Fears at 18, 5 and 4. And then off the bench, you had Carlo with 16. Jordan Poole got the start, played 30 minutes. He had 16. But again, it was good. Mike must love hecklers at his live show. Yeah, it's honestly, I do. I do love hecklers, but it's been a long time since I've done stand-up, if I'm being honest. It's been a while. But anyways, good win for Denny and the Blazers crew. Let's see, what else from Friday? The Thunder beat the Warriors by 40. The only thing I'm going to say about this game is Steve Kerr hates Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga was finally going to get to play because because Steph was out, Jimmy was out, Draymond was out. The Warriors were like, hey, we've got 2 games this weekend, one against OKC, one against Utah, and we know we need to be full strength to beat Utah on a back-to-back, which was actually true. In this one, though, Jonathan Kuminga ends up not playing. He's like a late scratch. OKC wins by 40. That's it. And then the Lakers and the Grizzlies played each other twice. Lakers getting 2 dubs here, 128, 121 in the first one. Triple J had 25. And then disappeared in the second game. Ja had 16 and 11. He sat the second game, which was last night. We'll just talk about both of these back-to-back. KCP finally started knocking down threes in this one. He had 20. But on the Lakers side of stuff, LeBron, fountain of youth LeBron, 31, 9, and 6 out there. LaRavia, he's been balling since no Rui Hashimura. He had 21 and 9 in this game. Luka Magic at 34, 8, and 6. So they win this one. And then last night, and DeAndre Ayton had some funny quotes after the game, too, of just being like, I can't feed myself. But they won 120 to 114. Triple J disappeared here, 14 points, and honestly, a lot of those felt like they came when it didn't matter. Coward got the start because no Ja. He had 16, 8, and 1 in 13 minutes, and then he got hurt. And disappeared, which kind of sucked. Power Dusher said, wait, are we still doing the if Zion? I'm not saying if Zion stays healthy, the Pelicans are good. I just meant from a fantasy perspective, it's fun. So Cam Spencer had to play 34 minutes. I mean, whatever. The Lakers win both of these. They needed to kind of right the ship. They're back to 22 and 11 here. LeBron, the second consecutive game where he cooked 26, 10, and 7. Luka, 36, 9, and 8. But again, LaRavia, 26, 5, and 4. He was great. Dominating 15 and 8. Lakers get 2 dubs. Let's go to Saturday. Saturday. How about the T-Wolves, baby? Timberwolves get 2 Ws this week. Oh, Stan, suck on that. 125, 115 over hashtag Heat Culture. Regular season Randall with a W. He had 23 and 10. Ant-Man had 33 and 5 in 38 minutes. Rudy also a W, 13 and 12. From Miami, Khalil Ware, 11 and 8. Bam Bam, 12 and 9. Man, Bam had a tough weekend. Stan, I would agree with this. Anthony Edwards is better than Jay. Or you know what the fuck we're talking about, right? When we talk about the MVP conversation. But yeah, Luka defense hitting the new low. I mean, I know everybody's talking about that. I mean, they won both games this weekend. I'm not gonna do that. I think again, it was like the conversation we had last week, right? Where as long as you play elite offense, I don't care if your defense kind of sucks. Like, you have to be so good. That's why the Trae Young thing is such a problem, because his offense sucks right now. But with Luka, it sounds like he's playing through an injury, which they reported on over the weekend. But anyways, for Miami, Wiggins had 12. Let's get Norman Powell to the All-Star game. Norman Powell to the All-Star game. He had 21 in this loss. He had a really good game yesterday too. Jovic 14-4 off the bench. Anyways, Minnesota moves to 22-13 after that one. Let's just do their game yesterday too, because then they beat Washington 141-115. And again, 35-6, 22-4 from Randall. How about Rudy, man? 18-14, baby. Come on, the Frenchman's been cooking. Rudy, he's been good for them. Jaylen Clark too got 28 minutes in the blowout. There's nothing to say about Washington. I mean, CJ had 20. That's cool. I don't know. Washington sucks. All right, back to Saturday. What else do we have from Saturday? We had, 76ers beat the Knicks. That's 2 straight L's for the Bing Bong boys. Tyrese Maxey continues to be awesome. You could break the same case that we were talking about with, we can make the same case. No, over Norman Powell. Yikes, Borland. Yikes, Borland. Borland from the top rope. 76ers, though, you can make the same case for Maxey that we're doing with Brown. Maxey's been awesome. Just logging massive minutes because Nick Nurse hates his guards, but he had 36-8, and Embiid 26-10, VJ 26-4. VJ, right, starting to pick it back up again after he go a red hot start for a couple of weeks and then slowed down. But good win for them. They did get Cat and Mitch Robb back for this, but they just couldn't defend him, man. They couldn't defend him. And good win. Philly just kept chipping away. 23-14 for Cat. Cat was MIA in the first half, but then finished with a nice round number. It wasn't round, a nice double-double. 23-14, excuse me. And then Jalen Brunson, 31 points. So 2 straight L's. Philly, 5 games over 500 with how that team has just been dodging Q tags. Although I think Magikarp put it in the chat too. How about, is Embiid playing more games than Wemby? Is that the world we're living in right now? Embiid, actually relatively healthy. Hornets beat the Bulls. Big boy Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges as the center. That piece of shit. 26-14 for him. Chicago's just so thinned out with their injuries. Brandon Miller gave him 22. Connie 18, 17, 7, and 6 from Melo. Jalen Smith got hurt in this game, so they're going to be without Jalen Smith, Zach Collins, Josh Giddey tonight, maybe even Kobe White, who's questionable. Bucelis is getting all the opportunity in the world now, so I don't know. Might be too thin tonight, but I feel like he should be on the radar. Vucci Main, 28, 8, and 7. Vucci doing it all. Trey Jones really disappointed in this performance, but good win for Charlotte, 12-3, 23. Bulls still flirting with 500 because that's what they do. Similar number of games as Wemby. Yeah, there you go. All right, back to Saturday. Trailblazers beat the Spurs 115-110. Both of these teams are on the end of a back-to-back. Again, Denny 29, 11, and 10. He's been awesome. Kling Kong 24 and 12. Shaden Sharp, what the hell, bro? Tumani Kamara had 20 and 8 for the Spurs. Fox 16 and 9. Castle 16 and 9. Foxy 16 and 6. Champagne's been good for them, and then Luke Cornett 23 and 8. But both Blazers picked up 2 wins this weekend. Spurs split the difference, and then Jazz and Warriors. Oh yeah, we already did Celtics and Clippers. I mentioned the Warriors, right? Needed to be full strength. Draymond Green got kicked out of the game. I forget who it was. Was it Keontae or Lowry? Somebody blows by Draymond. Draymond is yelling at the refs as he gets blown by and then picks up a second technical and gets kicked out of the game. Lowry Markkanen, nobody could stop him. He had 35 and 6 in this game. Keontae, 22, 9, and 7. This team is just fun, man. I know they're 12 and 22, but they are fun. Jimmy gave him 15 and 7. Chef Curry, he heated up. Honestly, won this game for him. I believe in the third quarter, just really picked it up. He had 31 points in this. He went 6 for 12 from 3, 31 and 5. Warriors 2 games over 500, man. Yeah, Dre's the problem. It's weird. Dre's actually continued to be really good defensively, but has been just atrocious offensively. Yeah. Jason Kidd's comments on Cooper and the rookie wall was crazy. Yeah, and Regular has in the chat, he said, this is Kidd on Cooper hitting the rookie wall. He's got to touch it. He's got to rub it and hold it. He's got to embrace it. It's just a mental thing for the great ones. They touch it. Touch the wall. Yikes, Jason Kidd. Anyways, Golden State, congrats, you beat Utah, split the weekend. And then Sunday, some of the other games we missed here, excuse me, we had Detroit got a win over Cleveland, 114-110. Oh, look at Donovan Mitchell, 30 points and a loss. Cade had 27, 7, and 6 in this one. B-Ball Paul's getting the start. He played 30 minutes. He had 8, 7, and 4 in like his first rotation, and then finished with 8, 8, and 4. So that was kind of disappointing. No Tobias Harris and no Jaylen Duren for the Pistons for tonight against the Knicks. So I imagine we see, again, 30-plus minutes of B-Ball and Beefy Stew. You got 24 minutes of Javante. And then Dennis Jenkins, man. He's awesome. 25 and 5. Let Dennis Jenkins cook. You can trade Tobias now because it's Dennis season. I know you can't. For the Cavs, no Allen in this game. That was kind of a problem. Spida was 10 for 21 from the field, 30 and 6. Darius Garland at 16 and 6, Mobley 15 and 5. Cavs fall to 20 and 17. Pistons pick it up with a W 26 and 9. And again, we get a lot of fun games tonight that I'm excited to talk about. So let's get through the rest of this. Magic got a win. Desmond Bane at 31 and 6. Siakam 34 and 7. I mentioned we already did the Brooklyn game. This is the Norman Powell. Oh, did I skip that? Did I skip the? Sorry, I missed that. I'll go back to that game because I need to talk about it anyways. Miami got the second win, though, 125-106. Pelicans lose again. Zion, only 12 and 5 in this one. Trey Murphy came back. He was awesome in the first half. Cooled off a little bit in the second half. 7 for 15 from 3. He had 27. Queen had 13, 6, and 4. But for Miami, Stormin' Norman. 9 for 12 from 3, 11 for 15 from the field, 34 points. He was awesome. Bam had 12 and 6. He was not. But yeah, Jovic off the bench, 19 and 6. Pelly gave him 16 and 6 off the bench. Miami's still hanging around. What else did we have on Sunday? Anything? We already did the Timberwolves. Oh, yeah, we talked about this at the top, man. Devin Booker, nice little step back 3. Over Caruso to win it. It looked like OKC was going to run away with this. They just stopped scoring for like a large portion of the game. And then Devin Booker was awesome in the second half. Finished the game with 24 and 9. He was great. Dylan Brooks got hot late too. He had 22. And then Jordan Goodwin took 13 threes yesterday, knocking down 8 of them, 26 and 4. Hell yeah, good win for the Suns, man. Thunder quietly now, picked up 5 losses in the last 3 weeks. But the Suns 7 games over 500, man. It's really good. Really good. It's crazy. It's crazy that they're doing this. Again, shout out Phoenix, man. Doing it all without Jalen Green. On the Thunder side of stuff, Shea had 25 on tough shooting night, 8 for 22. J-Dub with 23. Chet was great too. Chet honestly is having an awesome season for them, 18 and 9. They both of these teams play again tonight against different teams, but awesome win for them. Quickly here, and then we'll go back in time for Houston and Dallas. But Bucks 115-98. Giannis was great, 37-11. You want to see some Russell Westbrook shit here? Look at his stat line: 21.6 boards. He had 4 steals and 3 blocks, which is just crazy business. Zach LaVine came back and had 20 off the bench, but who cares about Sacramento? Giannis 32 minutes, 37-11. You love to see it. KPJ with 25 and 10, and then Rollins with 12 and 6. Bucks now, hey, listen, man, if they just win 4 more in a row, back to 500. That's exciting. And then we did the last game, right? Oh, so I can't believe I missed that game on Saturday. Yeah, Şengün comes back, gets hurt right away. Mavs win this one 110-104. Good win for them. But yeah, Şengün comes back, plays literally 1 minute, gets hurt, leaves the game. He's done. Steven Adams is hurt. Excuse me. Wait, Stan, you misread this comment. He said every team that trades Norm immediately gets worse. He's talking about the Clippers, and then he's talking about the Raptors. He's saying that you lose the trade by trading Norm. Stan, allergic to W's this morning. Dallas, though, anyways, KD was awesome in this game. He had 34.7 and 5. Honestly, KD could have had more, but he had 4 fouls in the first half and then didn't pick up another one until for the rest of the game. Ahmed Thompson, too. Finally, we saw some stocks from him. He had 4, 20, and 12 for him. And then off the bench, also starting, Tyree Eason played 34 minutes. I think that's because they were without Adams and then Şengün got hurt, so he got north of 30. I'm kind of into it tonight, too, especially with Adams being questionable. But on the Dallas side of stuff, 80, 26, and 12. He returned. He looked great. P.J. Washington got hurt. He's going to miss some time, it looks like. He's going to miss some time, so R.I.P. PJ. Coop, 10, 7, and 6. And then Max Christie, man, 4 for 6 from 3, 24 and 7. Maybe Dallas did win the Luka trade. And then you get 15 and 7 from Brandon Williams. Good win for Dallas, 13 and 23. Rockets fall to 21 and 11. Let's do a quick standings update. East is getting fun, man. East is getting fun. I still think the West is obviously a better conference, but they're fun. Pistons and Knicks, they play each other tonight, right? So Pistons are 26 and 9, Bing Bong 23 and 12. Celtics tied in the loss column with the Knicks here at 22 and 12. We said they play each other 1 and 2. Celtics play the Bulls. Raps here at 21 and 15, who get Atlanta. 76ers here at 19 and 14. Magic at 20 and 16. Then you Celtics 7 and 3 in their last 10. So are the Bulls, BT Dubs. Yeah, as we get to the Heat 20 and 16, Cavs 20 and 17. Bulls 1 game under 500, and the Atlanta Hawks, who were 2 and 8 in their last 10, holding on to the 10 seed as the Bucks come storming up for the 10 seed. And then it's Hornets, Nets, Wizards, Pacers. On the West, Spurs 7 and 3 in their last 10. Thunder 6 and 4 in their last 10. That's your 1-2. Thunder have a 4.5 game lead over the Spurs. And then the Lakers and the Nuggets here. Lakers moving to the 3 seed after those 2 wins against the Grizzlies over the weekend, while the Nuggets dropped both games. Nuggets now 4 and 6 in their last 10. They have to hope that AG and CB pick it up. Rockets breathing down their neck for that 4 seed, just a half game back. And so are the Timberwolves, winners of 2 in a row. I suspect both the Rockets and the Timberwolves catch them. And then, honestly, don't look now. Phoenix Suns, 7 and 3 in their last 10, winners of 2 in a row. They're in the 7 seed. Golden State Warriors. You see Capella minutes holding on, 27. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's doing with those 27 minutes, but he's out there. Golden State Warriors, 19 and 17. Trailblazers winning 2 in a row this weekend. They are 3 games back of the 8 seed. And then the Grizzlies are probably going to be the 10 seed because I just think the Mavericks, Clippers, Jazz, Kings, and Pelicans all suck. So that's that. That's your matchup. So I know we kind of talked about the games for tonight, but just looking at some spreads and some fun stuff here. Knicks are favored by 2.5. That actually just came down a half point. I thought it was 3.5 this morning. Pistons being on the road and being without some of their guys is a problem, and on the back-to-back. Chicago travels to Boston. Big spread there, especially with Chicago being so shorthanded. Atlanta and Toronto is the game that I'm most excited about. A second game I'm most excited about from a fantasy perspective. Raptors favored by 2.5 here. Again, no Trae Young. Just should be fantasy goodness from Scotty, from Jaylen Johnson, from even some IQ maybe. Although RJ Barrett's minutes are creeping up now, so that's kind of fun. Suns and Rockets here. Suns are on a back-to-back. It's a tough spot for them. Houston favored by 8.5 in this one. I mentioned no Şengün. Steven Adams is questionable. I don't know, whatever. One thing to pay attention to is Mark Williams. I wonder if he gets a late Q tag. However, I think he's been playing back-to-backs recently, and he only played 21 minutes. They're going to need his size tonight, so maybe Mark goes. Charlotte against OKC. OKC favored by 2 touchdowns. I don't know what Charlotte's going to do as a big. I mentioned Miles Bridges, right? I don't really want to play Hornets tonight, but if Moussa Diabate is questionable. No Cockbrenner. No Grant Williams. LOL. No Plum Dog Millionaire. So PJ Hall's going to start at center, but it's really Bridges playing their big. And if it's just against Chet, there's rebounds to be had there. I think you can get to Bridges. Con Knippel's also questionable, so maybe we flirt around with some Brandon Miller. OKC has shown that they let lesser teams stick around, and I don't mean that about Phoenix. We saw Atlanta do it not too long ago. I expect OKC to win this game and to win this game handily. I'm not overly excited to get all of these Hornets, but I'm talking myself into Bridges and maybe Miller. I'm probably not getting a LaMelo. Denver plays Phoenix. Philly. Philly is 11.5-point favorites. We've got Denver on a back-to-back. Power Dust said RJ so disrespected. He returns and wraps offense, immediately flips. I mean, RJ's been awesome this season. RJ's been awesome this season. Do you mean he's being disrespected because people just aren't talking about him? I think RJ's been great. He just hasn't played. He hasn't really played in like a month. And when he came back, he's only playing like 24, 25 minutes a game. But yeah, they need that extra score there. On the Denver side, right? So I mentioned Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown both played around 20-ish minutes last night or yesterday afternoon. Maybe the minutes were low enough that they play him again. I don't know. Aaron Gordon came off the bench. Aaron Gordon's getting drafted regularly. He's like ADP is like 30-something right now, an underdog. I think that's nutso. From the Philly side, Embiid's going before Maxey. What are we doing? Maxey should be going ahead of Embiid. Maxey is a better fantasy basketball player. His minutes are higher. Like, what are we talking about? Jamal Murray should have fun if this game stays close. Warriors and Clippers, I'm excited to watch this game. Not excited to play this game. Clips are favored by 1.5. Whatever. Kawhi, Harden, Curry, Jimmy, whatever. This is the game, though. Listen, Danny Ainge, Joe Cronin, do me a favor. Do not tank tonight. Just let this game live. This game is so fun. 242.5 point total. Blazers are favored by 6.5. Portland, I think they already ruled out Jeremy Grant. Right? We got a note the other day that Scoot's still a couple of weeks away. Drew, no timetable. Robert Williams is questionable. I got Denny ranked number 1 tonight over Cade from a fantasy perspective. Kling Kong's fun. Even some Shade and Sharp. I'm into it. On the Utah side of stuff, Yusuf Nurkic. Use and Bailey are both questionable tonight. Obviously, without Niang, Love, and Kessler. If Nurk I love Laurie and Keontae. Like, I'm taking Laurie and Keontae ahead of Steph Curry. Like, I want all the Utah in the world. I want all the pieces of this. This is going to be a fun game. Let's go poke around. I haven't really checked too much so rare here. Let's go see how we did over there. I think we had a streak, I think. Continue. I don't know if it was contender or champion. This is just so funny though. So again, Kuminga was popping because everybody got ruled out and then he didn't play. Look at this lineup. 239 points. We got 47 from Giannis, 54 from Paolo, 58 from Jamal, 59 from Zion, 0 from Jonathan Cumbuckets Kuminga. Craziness. This one finished with 225 points, 208 points. So not a good champion performance. The contender. We had 209 points from this lineup, right? With Brucey B, Nikola Jovic, Dyson D, De'Aaron Fox, and Triple J being a piece of crap. And then the other one, 208 points with a little Peyton Watson, Pickett, B-Ball Paul, and then Kling Kong along with Denny. So that was fun. We had fun over there. And then let's do an underdog draft. And then if you guys have some questions, you can have it. Welcome to DMP City, Mike. I know, looking for food. I know. Let's do a draft so we can move around. Let's change the media assets. Let's have some fun with that. We'll do that. You guys can't see it yet, but it's about to happen. Bang, bang. Yeah. All right, let's go do an underdog draft. Also, by the way, we have a Splash Sports contest for tonight. If you want to do that, little $10 NBA contest. I also set up like a football survivor, like a $50 football survivor one, if that's a thing that you're into. So you can go check that out as well if you wanna splash around. And then go subscribe to the Bagel with Locks channel yet if you have for the Substack. I mean, if you haven't done that. I'm having some fun with that. I am enjoying it. I hope you guys like it. I'm also open to feedback if you guys got it, but dropping a link into the chat now. You can go check out that. Waiting for 2 more people. Come on, let's go. Let's fill this thing up. What are we doing here? All right, here we go. We can pull up our solver, so that's fun. Trying to think if there's anything else going on this week that we got to like plug or talk about. Oh, the 101. I haven't, let me fix my exposures here so you guys can see what I've been doing. I've had a lot of Jaylen Williams early today, a lot of Onyeka Okongwu. I do want to slow down on how much yek that we got. We're going to slow that down a little bit, but all right. Did that sync up? Not yet. Hold on 1 second. I know. I think I'm going to the I think we're going to the Orlando Magic Brooklyn Nets game, all the three of us on Wednesday for $36. We're sitting in row 2. Shout out, where Brooklyn at? Shout out Brooklyn. But yeah, Steve's like grinding a couple of jobs right now. He's really, really busy. Shout out Mr. Steven. Mr. Steven. Shout out Steve. Steve was on Justin's show on Saturday, which I wish I realized in a faster fashion so I could have gone and supported them. I didn't, and I'm sorry, guys. But Steve's just been so busy. So hopefully we get that this week. Would be nice to have that back in the rotation. We got Sneeps in the chat, but he's not going to hear this for another 50 minutes. So shout out Sneeps, baby. Shout out Sneeps, baby. Ooh, look at that little cowlick action. That's good. Yeah, so we'll do this draft, and then we'll wrap up, and we'll be back at 5 p.m. for a little live before lock. 89 Live's commentary for the game. We should do something. We'll see which Saturday Night Live person we're sitting behind. But yeah, excited to see that. We'll get Desmond Bain, maybe some Anthony Black. That'll be fun. Anybody have any fun football takes? Man, those games during the day sucked, huh? That was like fun to get excited about any of that. I got so much stuff done yesterday because I was not interested in a lot of those games. I played like a little bit of fantasy football. I actually played the show. I had a double cash this week on DraftKings, which I normally don't do. Played the 2-game slate, little 155 max. Cashed in that, just like a min cash. And then last night was really close to winning a ton of money if that field goal went down. But won some cash last night with our guy Zay Flowers as our captain. Boston Base calling a bat, Super Bowl run. It's fun that it feels like nobody's good this year in the postseason, which is kind of exciting. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Justin Herbert got hot against the Patriots, but my guess in like Denver, does anybody believe in Denver? Like the Rams and Philly? Like, I don't know. I don't really trust anybody. It's like crazy Seattle and Denver, the team's getting buys, but Sam Darnold and Bo Nix. And it seems like Stafford's going to win the MVP. He seems to be the fave. What doesn't have my vote? So one thing I've noticed with a lot of my drafts is I end up with, if I get the 101 with KD and Harden as my next pick, I wouldn't mind doing something a little bit different in this one. We'll see if Cat falls. Obviously, I'll take him. But I think instead of Harden, we take somebody else. Like maybe we take KD and Amen. Yeah, so let's take KD. And then we could take, Brunson's kind of fun here. Amen's kind of fun. Book, Lowry, Keontae, Chef. Let's just take Brunson to do something different. Just to do something a little different. I have a lot of James Harden. Harden's been like, not struggling, but Texans D. Yeah, Texans D. NFL season's been cheeks. Yeah, I don't know. As a Patriots fan, it's been fun to have a good quarterback again. It feels like we lucked out really quickly. But Drake May is really fun to root for. The Patriots team in general is a lot of fun. So I have enjoyed that. But it's been a lot of bad football. I'd take the NBA over the NFL. Just me personally. Oh, man. I can already feel, I was like really excited to go to the gym today, and I can feel myself slowly losing the excitement to do it. But I have to go grocery shopping, so I think we'll take the dog out. We'll go right to the gym, right to the grocery shop, and then work in the afternoon. I think that's the plan, in case you guys wanted to know exactly where I'd be and when I'll be there. I think that's the plan. All right, so this next spot, one of the things that I've been doing, I've been getting a lot of like combos of Ingram, Vooch, Klingon, Dyson Daniels, and Chet in this round. And Chet at the 24-25 spot. I've been getting a lot of the number one pick, clearly with, you can see my exposure here. Would love to see like Keontae fall. I doubt that happens. I doubt the key falls, but would love that. Yeah, power duster. It was funny. I went New Year's morning and I was curious if that was going to happen, but I went early enough that it was quiet because I don't have normal person work hours. Um, because I don't have normal person work hours, I can usually go like the gym's usually pretty quiet around 10:45. It's busy around lunchtime and then early afternoon it starts to pick up. But the time I go, it's usually just moms and bartenders. But I went January 1st and went January 2nd. January 2nd was really busy. January 3rd, I did not go. Oh, no. I went the 2nd and the 3rd. I didn't go on the 4th. The 4th, I didn't go. Because I was sore. I was sore and I did laundry instead. Okay, Klingen here. I guess we just do Klingen and Dyson. That's kind of fun. You know what? Fuck. I messed that up. I should have done Chet and Klingen. Let's do Chet here because I've done a lot of Dyson. That was like my first share of Chet. We need to get some more Chet Holmgren. No Boston base. No. I don't talk to anybody at the gym. I don't even make eye contact with people. I don't talk to anybody there. And it's also it's got like I would say like a 12% douche rating too. Like there's still a lot of like I saw Power Duster's comment. There's a lot of grunting. There is a lot of grunting there. I'm like, come on, man. Nobody needs to hear that. All right, 6th round pick. I mentioned I've been getting to a lot of Tyree Eason. I don't think I want to be like 30% on anybody. How many minutes did RJ play in that last game? 29. Does RJ play like 35 minutes? All right. I would like Miles Bridges first. I'm going to throw RJ in this category. Onyeka, J-Dub, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Those are all fun picks. I mentioned Tyree Eason. I think we should get some Shaden Sharp, maybe some Boozy Bucelis. I don't think Boozy Bucelis will be there, but let's see what we got. If we think RJ's playing 30+ minutes, it's good. You may start going walking on the track at a local indoor hockey rink. There you go. I like that. Is that like it just up top? It circles obviously it circles, but it's like where people watch the game, like watch the hockey games. New left-leaning gym influencer, untapped market. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I got to tell you, I've been getting into like golf influencers have been fun. I've been watching some golf influencers. I need to get into. I want to play more golf this year. I think as my back slowly starts to die, maybe this is my last year of playing 40+ hoops. Honestly, my team has been. I'm like in charge of making sure everybody shows up and pays and stuff, and that's taken a lot of the fun out of it. So that's taken a lot of the fun out of it. I think I want to join a golf league or something. I find it's like it's the only time I'm like away from devices for like 4 hours at a time, you know? It feels good. I don't really look at my phone. I put it on silent a lot, just kind of leave it in the cart, check around like hole 8. I think I'm going to get into it a little bit more. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but honestly, it's not that much more expensive than freaking this basketball league. Why did I say this basketball league? All right, looks like we're going to be left with Sharp or Eason. I got so much Eason that we will take Shaden Sharp here. It's also hard to be like, I want to get more into golf without sounding like just as aggressively white. Breaking NFT Paris is canceled. Wow, huge. Golf bros are incredibly interesting and diverse. I don't want to be a golf bro. I just want to play more. It's good for my brain, I think. All right, let's get some Shaden Sharp here. Or maybe I should just lean it. Will NBA Bit streaming from CES in Vegas? I wish I knew what CES was. What's CES? I don't know. I'm washed, baby. I'm washed. All right, we're gonna call it there, guys. It's fun to be back. We'll be Live Before Lock, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back with Live Before Lock. Go check out Bagel with Locks. If you're just an NBA Bit bro, we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I hope everybody has a great start to the week. All right, Consumer Electric Show. That's CES. We'll call it there. Get after it today. We'll see you guys this afternoon. We out skis.